Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, I think I'm gonna be uh, pausing the whole LOA Saturdays. Now that my Mr. Okage YouTube channel has been terminated for copyright again, and so I think I'm just will talk about law of attraction, the law of assumption, and all things manifestation on occasion, as I did, last year at one point. And the fact that it's been, you know, about 50, about like 18 months since I was starting to manifest my specific person that I refer to as J2 and all. And um, I feel like I made the I made the right decision at this point because I don't really want this version of my specific person at this point right now, and I'm thinking about aligning myself with the better version of him at this point. Where he is, you know, with me, and whatever that is, it's just I don't know, and I'm already at that point where I did all of all of the inner work, living in the end, and all of this, and so, and I feel like my whole intention of manifesting that specific person was more about like getting closer to him on a friendship level, but also letting him know that I probably wouldn't mind that kind of relationship and down the road, but to tell the truth, it's like, you know, I needed to see the ugly side of him and all, and of course, there was going to be falling out, third party, blah blah blah, you know, and I'm okay with it because to tell the truth is, it just doesn't really matter when it comes to manifesting your specific person, and then when you kind of get to that point of, you know, I'm good without them, and 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 that's kind of where I'm at. I'm good without this guy, because there are other guys that I could also get with at some point, and I don't necessarily need to have this guy, right now, when I could just wait. And then here I thought I was being like too attached to the outcome, but that was not really the case at all. I think um, that my specific person wanted me more than I wanted him, and that was causing all the anxiety and all of this and the resistance at that point, and me being obsessed with him at that point there, when I could just wait and just like, doing the whole lazy manifesting method of that sort, where I just do, you know, all of this just once, and then just, be done with it, like fix it in and forget it kind of thing. And you know, and there is a lot of like techniques, and that can be just, you know, use once and then be done. Don't need to do any of like robotic affirming and all of this, because it's like the whole less is more sort of thing. And I feel like I have I have it in the bag, whether if I have my specific person right now, or next month, next year, or next decade or so, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm 43. I'm gonna be 44 in about a couple more months, and I have to, and I kind of want to see like who else is here. You know, I don't necessarily need to have have them. And it's one of the points of when you get to that state that you don't really want your specific person anymore. It's okay. It's okay if you don't want them anymore, or you don't want them right now. You can have them later. You can do whatever you want. And that's kind of like the whole point of manifesting is, you can have your SP anytime you want. You don't really have to like do all of the legwork. You can do it just once and let the universe, source energy, the matrix, whatever you would believe in, as far as when it comes to the 3D, it'll reflect that, at one point, because I even remember, as I said before, like all of my exes came back, or at least the ones that I wanted to hear from, or the ones that I wanted back in some ways, or even guys that I wanted to do it, hook up with them again, but never had the opportunity to do it again, or guys that they knew me for quite a while, and I wanted to hook up with them, but that didn't happen because of whatever reason it was, and so I mean, that's just the thing here, as far as how I feel when it comes to my specific person, J2. I mean, I'm kind of at that place for a long time, and if he returns, good. If he doesn't, it's also good, because there's a shitload of people that I can get with, all the guys, all these bears around here in San Diego, the Bay Area, or not necessarily I can probably want to go after the ones that live in the Bay Area, but mainly like anybody that lives still in LA or even in San Diego, as far as that goes. And so there's really no point in me getting too attached to them anyways, because after all, I could just say that that my SP is mine already, and I don't necessarily have to do anything anymore, because he'll come around eventually. And it's just like the case with J1, the guy from Finland that I had talked about earlier, was one of the first people that I had manifested there, and that he could come around there, because it's going to be like 4 years since he's been divorced from his ex-husband, and he could just say to himself that oh, Scott is a nice guy, maybe I'll consider dating him and all, blah blah blah, but he's okay with me being just a friend, blah blah blah, so I mean, circumstances don't really even matter. And especially when how many times when we wanted somebody so badly, and then all of a sudden when we decided, you know what, I don't really want this person anymore, I'm good with or without them, and then lo and behold, they're calling us, they're texting us, they're blowing up, and they're out there, giving us a dozen roses, and saying that they really want us and all. So that is like the thing here. So anyways, I guess that's probably it. So talk to you guys later.